So it's not every day that, we'll be eating rice on Sundays. Once in a while, let's have something different, like black soup and swallow. I've been hearing about black soup for a long time. It hails from the Edo and Ondo part of Nigeria. Everyone who's had it said it's really, really good. It tastes amazing. And, it's very medicinal because of the herbs and the veggies that it contains. So I said to myself, why not try this soup? I've never had it before. It's like, I'm going to make it. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters in the Lord, it was slamming, if I can say so myself. So here's how I made my amazing black soup. I started off by blending onions, pepper, seasoning cube for my goat's meat. I was going to use goat meat, yeah. So I put that into the goat's meat. You want to make sure that you don't add water. I don't add water when I'm cooking my meat so that whatever I'm putting, the spices and everything, they go right into it. And the meat is going to bring out its own water anyway. Added some salt. You're going to add your salt to taste. I gave it a good stir, right? And then I left it to cook for a while. Now, while it was cooking, I started to prep all the other ingredients that I'm going to use for this black soup. So I had my dry fish, two different types of dry fish, stock fish, and all my green veggies that I need for my black soup. Now it's time to blend my green veggies. I started with the base, which is the bitter leaf. That the bulk of the veggies for me was more bitter leaf. You can use other types of leaves. The bitter leaf was already washed. Okay, so it's not as bitter. I added Uziza. I love Uziza so much. It really gives dishes a nice flavor. I added Utazi, which is another great flavor. I also added some scent leaf. I don't think this soup will be the same without scent leaf. I really don't think so. So you want to make sure that you're using scent leaf as well. I added some onions. I added some Scotch bonnet, which is our hot peppers. I added some crayfish. I love crayfish. And I blended it all together. Okay, you want to make sure it blends till it's really smooth. In the meantime, I also added some palm kernel sauce, which is Banga sauce, right? But I forgot to film adding Banga sauce to my goat's meat. Some people use palm oil. Maybe if you don't have Banga sauce, you can use palm oil. But trust me, it will be different with Banga sauce. So try to get some Banga sauce. You can see that the Banga sauce is already in the soup. So I added my dried fish. So I had two different types of dried fish. I had the harder dried fish, which I added first because I really wanted the soup to soak to the dry fish just soak up some of the soup so it really tastes good. So I added that first, and then I left some of the other fish, the fish that was a little softer. So I'll add that later, right? So I made sure that I incorporated it nicely and I covered it. Oh, I added some ogiri. It doesn't smell good. I'm not even going to lie to you. It doesn't smell good, but it's really medicinal. This is a pre and probiotic. Like it's better than actually taking yogurt. So now I added the whole mix, the veggie mix. Okay, added the veggie mix, give it a nice stir. Listen, guys, this soup is medicine. I promise you. Just go and Google all the ingredients that this soup contains and see the medicinal value of each one of them. It is an amazing soup. Honestly, I wish I'd known about this soup all my life. Of course, I went ahead and added my stock fish at this point because, stock fish can be a little hard as well. So you want it to cook with the mix. I made sure that it was nicely incorporated. Listen, if you follow my recipe, you will not go wrong with this soup. I promise you. I left it for like 15 minutes. It boiled very nicely. At this point, to be honest, I felt like the soup was ready. The whole house was smelling so good. I went ahead and I added my other fish, the one that wasn't too hard. I didn't want it to completely disintegrate, so I didn't add it at the start with the other one. I added some dried prawns. I like dried prawns and I love them a little crunchy as well. So that's why I added them at this point, right? Now I covered it and I left it to cook for another 5 minutes. I think it was 5 minutes. I left it to cook for another 5 minutes. And, so all the sauce had come out. By the time I opened it, I just could not wait to eat. If you can see the time on my cooker, it says 5:40 something, I think. I was starving. It was good. Yummy. Ooh, child. I love it.